$1 million excavator with a block of cheap concrete? That doesn't make any sense until you learn why. Have you ever noticed that massive block at the back of an excavator? It looks like nothing more than a chunk of cheap concrete. So why would a machine worth millions rely on something so inexpensive? Is the manufacturer just cutting costs? Not at all. That concrete block is actually the excavator's counterweight, one of the most important parts of the entire machine. When the excavator stretches out its boom and lifts a bucket full of dirt, rocks, or heavy debris, almost all of that weight shifts to the front. Without enough weight at the rear, the machine could lose its balance and tip forward. That's why engineers install a massive counterweight at the back. It acts like the opposite end of a seesaw, keeping the entire excavator stable while it handles enormous loads. But here's the interesting part. If steel is much heavier and stronger, why not make the whole counterweight out of solid steel? Because the goal isn't strength, it's weight. Concrete is dramatically cheaper than steel. Engineers simply build a durable steel casing and fill it with concrete, creating several tons of counterweight at a fraction of the cost. Even better, wet concrete flows into every corner of the mold before it hardens, making full use of the available space and producing a perfectly shaped weight. Of course, concrete isn't always the answer. It's less dense than steel or cast iron, so when engineers need more weight in a smaller space, they'll switch to denser materials like cast iron. So what looks like a cheap shortcut is actually a smart engineering decision, carefully balancing cost, space, and performance. Sometimes the simplest solution is also the smartest.